Steppin Razor, the art of war. Thursday again, and as we usually say, every time we left here, something happen. And by the time we come back, it turns still news. Between Thursday to Thursday is one whole a week that for everybody lick it, but we not come off for certain things, because we have to really talk about the things them. You know, we have to say certain things, but I want to indulge the people them. Maybe we're going to do an interview. We're going to do an interview all the way from Africa there. But after the interview, we want to indulge the people them in I want you listen. I want you listen carefully to something where we have lined up here, because last week, well, even before last week, we've been talking about this this vaccine thing, and I kind of know, say, it's not that the people them don't want to take the vaccine. Need to know, say, where they might take. So you can't wrong the people them for that. And we hear the government go on like say this and go like say that. Well, not surprisingly, because we done call up to Mr. Tufton last week, we say, we think we are do and make the thing stop going like say Hitler. You understand? Well, we hear Mr. Tufton declare say him realize say there wasn't enough information given to the public. So almost him like him apologize. And then we hear Mr. Reid come out, Minister of Information and Education, come out and say, really and truly, enough information wasn't given. And we hear some of the principal them, I think Arden principal say, look now, we're not going to allow the children to take it because the information never give properly. So we hear say the government eased back little from the vaccination thing. Even though Mr. Reid said so, we still hear news from Mr. Tufton. So them have the people them in a kind of seesaw game a go on, where one man say it a continue, the Minister Information say it a go ease back, and then the minister come again and say it a continue. But the vaccination, we hear only people attack this and attack that, but my grandmother never take no vaccination, you know. And my mother never had no vaccination in a few years. And them do not live long without disease, apart from the little flu and thing. And what people, the argument what people have, and really and truly, I don't understand it, is that when the people them take the vaccination, because we hear the ministry I said to say, all them get is a little weakness, little, and a little dizziness. That's about more than 15 minutes. Now, I don't understand these people. Look here, the effect of these drugs is not no little 15 minutes and 2 minutes. It's all 10 years. Why you think so we have so much disease right now where we can't detect what is causing it? It's because of our lifestyle and what was done to us from the beginning. So even though a man eat and a smoke cigarette for most of his life, and the man say, see them I smoke for 10 years and I don't have no cancer. The 10 years and 1 day, him go a doctor here say him have lung cancer and the cigarette cause it. So don't be ignorant of the situation. I don't know if people realize these diseases that young people, because I say time and time again that the disease where old people like myself supposed to have, young people have it. How is it that young people get disease? My granny used to have them disease there. I mean like big woman, 60-year-old, 70-year-old have them kind of disease there. And now it's a teenager, 20-year-old, 30-year-old people sick from disease where old people used to have. I am putting it forward that our lifestyle, our habits is what is causing this power. How we eat, how we live, and what we think. What we think. We not leave out that. What we think. Because thinking have a whole heap of things to do with disease in your body. Maybe people don't even understand that. But why is it that they must say there's no side effects apart from little dizziness and this and that is it? When the people them eat them junk food And them a eat it and you tell them, say, this junk food thing now gonna work, all of these little fat and these carb out. People are saying, but look how long them a eat it and nothing happen to them. Now we see what is happening. And what is happening can be traced back to 10 years ago, 15 years ago. The habits where the children them did grow up on, the whole heap of sweet and the whole heap of this and that, where pick the start ball and you just put something on them because you want them start ball and all them something there. Now those little picnic where it born 15, 20 years ago, it's now 15 and 20 at the year old, and them suffering from disease that them can't detect. How come young people like that have them disease there? It is caused by a lot of things that was done to us. All these things where them did putting away, all the things where you putting at you, cause it. And plus, when our grandmother was yamming whole heap of carbohydrate and protein, them used to move for burn it out. Them used to walk miles for burn out the carb out of them. Them never have no sedentary. Now, young people just sit down every day, round typewriter, round computer. Them go home, them sit down around the TV and them gone to bed. There's no movement. So all of those things don't get for burn out of them system. That is why you say now young people have these things and it don't happen in 15 minutes and 20 minutes because it's just that. Because them giving us things that is killing way. The gunman are killing out a road and we are killing ourselves in our kitchen. And them who have followed these World Health, this and World Health Organization and all these things, them don't do investigation for themselves according to the people that can do the thing with third world leaders, Anything where the so-called first world leaders give them. Them just sup it down, because them say, well, them to test it enough for them country. Test what? Them never test nothing enough for them country, third world country people, them testing span. Trial and error. So the people them have a right to find out what it's not. It's Hitler did that already, Hitler did that already in Germany. I must remember, that Hitler was declared democratically the leader for Germany. It's not something where him just come up and kill our people and become leader, The people them vote him in. And then it's the way him do in a history. And we are say, all them experiment where Hitler do and them thing there, the people them never did know about as an experiment. Them just go along with the thing because really and truly, well, the leader them now go carry the people them wide. The leader now go do things to the people them. Therefore, we have to just realize, say, yes, we trust the leader them. You cannot trust leaders nowadays, especially nowadays leaders. Because apart from them ignorant, them is like lapdog. Them lap up everything with these big countries, big corporations, and because them suffering, them want money for run them country. Them want and them will do anything to make it look like say things are going for them as it relates to development in a country without checking the cost further down the line. Because I remember, even the highway, we love the idea when I fight against the highway, we love the highway, nice road, everything sweet, but when them dead and gone, my grandparents never pay for that. Then I suppose the thing get away where them can't pay for it. Well, what happen? In lieu of that can't pay for it, them just take away the land from way. Because the PNP government, it start give them land already, The PNP government, it start give the Chinese them land already. So we don't know how much more land them will give the Spaniard them, how much more land them will give the German them, how much more land them will give all sorts of people who will come take away the land. That means my grandpeople them now have no own Jamaica. And most Jamaicans can't swim. It's terrible that you're surrounded by water and you can't swim. You must learn to swim because little more you have to go turn mermaid. You have to go turn mermaid in a Jamaica because the land, it's like how them a bar at the beach them. Little more when them bar at the beach them and say, look now, this is the land where it's like slavery days. Slavery days when them Lego the African them never give the African them nothing. So any land where the African them go up on your ear say them a squat, them must move. Them never give them no compensation. Them give the slave owners £20 million to compensate them for loss of labor. So our grandparents, great-grandparents, did have to run up and down all over Westmoreland and try to find place to live and live in a cave and all that like a while. And we did not know how we used to live in Africa already. You understand? So when we come on here, so now you hear, so we are squatter. And land is power. Land is power. Because most wars that has been fought in the earth was fought over land. Land is the basis of power. And white people know that. That is why them go all over the world and try to capture people land. Because all of them land here capture land. And we never capture nobody land. And we come here to fulfill for them like egotistic, drunken, sugar mind, sugar belly thinking, and come here to come work on the plantation, and when we don't work, them let we go like wild beasts now and run up and all over the place, and when we are trying to get piece of land, them shoot, we kill, we burn, we at stake and all them something there. And now we find ourselves with some leaders, some house slave, who anything them dish give them, because them say, watch you know, you say, IMF have to go get pay, you know. You know one road, see the road there, you know, but guess what, this and that, and some of the things them where them take make deal with, you know, them not tell the people them. Them not tell the people them. You think them tell you most of what them do? Them sit down in some little conference room with the big guys them. That's why you see the what them call the private sector now complain, you know. Billions of dollars profit, yet still the population, the majority of people them are go down and are go down and are go down. We want to take machete and beat all of them. That's what we want to do. This is the Steppin Razor, the art of war. Click it. Yes, this is the Steppin Razor, the art of war. So we are this thing where them put power you know, and you know, I go on like say, because we are people, we don't know where we are going. But we know where we are going, you know. It's just that some of the people them is so ignorant of the fact, because check it. Check where we are going in Jamaica, you know. Them have an election that come around the place. The same people them, where did I run behind them PP clock like 4 years ago? The same people are run behind them still, you know. And guess what? Them position is the same. Since them did I run up and down 4 years ago behind the PNP and the GLP, the same people them will get Kentucky Fried Chicken and some liquor for jump up in the air with flag and all them something. And the same people them I do the same thing. Then how them not get no better? What them supposed to get better when them party with, you know? But none of them not get better Rasta. The same people them may say, I hang half a button and swing up on the button and talk about PNP, red, and this and that. And these people recognize how them by them balls. And I go on like say, them a do something for the people them. When we know say, in a Jamaica right now, it's the private sector. The private sector, and the facts is there, is the private sector I claim that the thing is on the right track. And the thing will get worse. Because we hear the brother there sleepy. You know, so I book up on a sleepy friend them. And him say, Mota, boy, my friend ask me ask him, no, him say, Mota, me ask sleepy, why Mota call him sleepy? You know, him say him no know. Well, I don't tell him friend, none the friend still, you know. But he was sleepy, say no. Like the other one, the one before him, Bunting. That's why the whole of them are the same thing, you know. Bunting and Sleepy in the same bag. Gun crime gone up, but overall crime gone down. The crime rate gone down. That? Brian, you feel secure? That people now rob people like first time. People now thump down people like first time, but people are murder people. That never used to happen first time. So we're supposed to feel relaxed and say, well, at least them not grab nobody bag. Them don't show totally old people as Clarendon, 72-year-old man and them wife in there. So we're supposed to feel good. We must feel good about what. These people go on like, and when you see them on television, that's why I don't interview politicians and I tell my boss upstairs. I've been working on that for 20 odd years now, and I love her very much. I tell her, look here, I don't business what you want to say, you know, wait till me down there before you interview them, you know. Because I don't know what them going to say different from what them tell the other people them. And when the PNP talk, everybody say, yes, you know you're right, and the GLP come rebut him and say, yeah, you know you're right. Confusion in a room. It's some terrible people them. Them have the people them like you. Just a go round and a go round and a go round. So them bring this vaccine thing. Them know, so them don't do the right thing, you know. So them pull back. Them pull back now, you know. And them say, all right, I could just do some further information, this and this. You see the information, all them I tell you about the information, You see America have them. You see Europe have them. Because all people are showing them, and I say, look now. These vaccines, we must watch what we're doing, And them I say, no, but it will help this and it help with that, help this and it help with that. All right. What is the side effects? Them I tell you, say, the side effects is little vomiting, nausea, and little this and that. But guess what? 10 years down the line, you see some picnic have some sickness and the picnic them get sick so. And them now go trace it back to no vaccine. Them now go trace it back to a food when they done yam when people they done yam certain food. You know see it? Them go just say, well, it's a new disease. And then they go find a next vaccine to fix the vaccine. Just like them they have the Zik V. And them have where the other one name? The chicken gonorrhea. Depend the whole of the people them and how much people dead. And when the people them dead now, you know what the guy them do? Them go inject a mosquito. Them do something to the next mosquito now, For wipe out the other mosquito and create now another thing again, That is the ways of these people. So when we come now, we find out that them I don't know, and we come tell them, them people say, well, from I was a child, I used to have vaccination, and I don't see nothing wrong. Oh, see nothing wrong with you. The whole are we sick. The whole are we sick. The whole are we sick, Rasta. Right now we're even more sick now because we are traumatized by the criminality that is going on in Jamaica. So they have to go create a vaccine for work out that out of look more, Because 10 years down the line, you're going to see how more people get traumatized to the point where you hear the man say, 10% of the population is mentally ill. And by the year 2000 and something like that, it will rise to 30%. Can you imagine 30% of the population sick? Right now, I think says 30% sick now. Because I'm sick too. I'm sick. I'm not trying to identify the sickness, but if I go to the doctor feet, I'm going to tell me, well, look here now. We need to give you a vaccine to get you that sickness. And then 10 years down the line now, you're sick now. Because of the vaccine, with them don't trace the sickness to the vaccine. Because they might say, in other third world, in other countries like America and all these places, it was taken and nothing wrong with the people. Them nothing wrong. Up on a blouse and skirt, I build it and kill how much people. 50 odd people dead and mostly 300 injured. You say him not sick? Him sick, but him can't trace him sickness up to now, because if it was that guy will look like me or you say you're a terrorist. But him just a gunman. And I say, look at Donald Trump. Him sick. Same thing as the old man. Him sick. But you never go trace him sickness to when he was a youth. You know what I'm saying? It's only when you do criminal activities, them trace your youth time, what you used to do and what you never used to do and all them something there. So what we are going to do? What we are going to do? We have them mercy. So when we ask for little information, we don't give it the information. Just to satisfy with little madness. Just give it the information and then we will see if we will take it or not. Just give it the information. So, we're going to play something that we want the people them listen to. We want all of the people them who have them work. Just ask your boss and tell your boss, say, Muta, I want you to listen. I want you to listen to it. We want all of the busman them turn up them radio that the passenger them can hear it. Trust me, because really and truly, we need information. And the government not giving with the information, because for them information is coming from the authority that is making these vaccines for people, making these things. So them time them put us we in a way. Say them do this and do that. And we don't know now if it did affect we, because nobody now trace the people them who would get the vaccine 20 years, 30 years ago. All we have said, then me not used to get vaccine when I look a picnic and nothing happened to me. Oh, you know, say nothing happened to you. For you say nothing happened to you, something happened to you. Just say it go. This is the Steppin Razor, the art of war. I don't know who are training these young people to, because we are finding some cloning a guan in our society, because as I said before, I'm going to say it again, you say politicians are normal people. But there's a thing where, it's like when you turn a preacher, you're a normal person. When you turn a preacher, you go and like say you have God in you more than everybody else. You know, see, and you have the Holy Ghost run through you like magnet, and you can heal people. Me see the one named Benny, what's name? What's name Sanjay? Benny in. The man take off him jacket, you know, and I swing it and I lick the people, and all the people them a drop down. Like, me say, what kind of madness this? You know, see it? Yeah, man, him take off him jacket and I swing it and I lick down. All the people them who are all the people them who are drop to. I tell you, say, and the man, they have them own private jet. And, you know, my wife to tell me, say, I should open a church. I'm going to think about it, you know. I'm going to think about it. Church I carry the swing, you know, more than all Stone Love and Renaissance and all them things like that. Church I carry the swing. All right, so I'm going to show you how the people them terrible now. After them done tell you, say, the reason why them go in a, where the place him again? Sure, me get a blank arrival, like Mount Salem. The reason why them go Mount Salem is because, this is what them tell you first, you know, that them going into an area where most of the crime are going in a Montego Bay, right? This is supposed to be Mount Salem. Them going to go in there and them going to purge the whole place. And do some social intervention is a new thing now, you know? Everybody's social interventing. Or intervening. So, I want to socially intervene in something. Somebody have to socially intervene in something. So if you want a lady now, you just want. You see, social intervention is the order of the day now. So, them going to go into this place and them going to do the thing. My thing is that me remember Israel all the while. And that what is happening now in Mount Salem, that's how garrisons are created. It's so garrisons get created. You go in there and clear out the place, smash down the place, and then you build a new place, and then you say, this is what it is. And the people, them going to vote for you. But here now, I'll show you how the people, them dangerous. After them done tell you, say them going to go there, so because 50 had murder gun crime commit in that area there. So them go in there. You see, after the people, them ball out and say, we want to talk about that, so. No, sir, not no go so. The man them run come now and the police them do them analysis and then say, why don't go say murder come hear them now. Well, you know, it's not that Dursa is a bad place, you know, but we have to target a soft target first to this soca thing are gonna work. Like say them celebrate something with soca. Them are gonna see how the soca thing are gonna work. So them are gonna do one now, go in there, go do all these interventions. After our things are done, get over that now. One brother, Omar Sweeney, managing director of the Jamaica Social Investment Fund, say 80% of the little daughter them teenager them in there is prostitute. Brian, you not forgot to see them again in a brethren. Because the man who work for the government say 80% of the girl them up there is prostitute. You see when the people them ball out, because you have to ball out, you know, if you stay quiet with these people, you know, them get away with murder, you know. These people wickeder than the gunman them more time, you know. If you watch what them people there do and don't say nothing, after them say 80% of the sister them in a CLM is prostitute now. People ball out and say, where you get them statistics from? You sit down with 46 people in a room and you talk to them, and when you come out, none of them is teenager where you sit down with, and when you come out there, you declare now, say, according to the statistics last year, 80% of the sister them in a CLM is prostitute. You see when them ball out now, you the same brother now, him retract it and say 70%. So me feel good now, me supposed to feel good. Me don't feel good because hear him statement, I'm going to read him statement. At time for the part track, all right, hear the statement. And I'm going to read roll it. At a Rotary Club of Kingston luncheon meeting on Thursday, Mr. Swain stated that 85% of young women were involved in some form of prostitution. That is what I did say. That means the same time I left, I have to get the whole day, whole program, I have to get program for the whole day, the whole week, you understand? Or Sunday too. All right. Would I like the running African? However, Mr. Sweeney clarified that the figure from the Statistical Institute of Jamaica was a composite number of males and females. So I call now, say 80% of the people them, not only female now, but male, is prostitute. That means a whole heap of gay guy in Mount CLM. All right. He said the figure for teenage girls was in fact 70%. Okay. He also clarified that the girls were not all engaged in so-called prostitution as he had earlier stated. Now listen to this. Me not have no sense. Quote, I did say it and I want to correct that now because sex for money is not necessarily prostitution. And we have, because in some instances, as we know, persons have different vulnerabilities. Well, you make me call the word wrong to your rush me. All right, go on, catch part. But was in the middle of this argument here that this man is putting forward. And I am reading it because I really want to come to grips with when somebody said them apologize. You understand? All right. So I'm saying now, I did say it and I want to correct that now. You're going to correct a statement, don't mean you apologizing, you know. Because it moved from 80 to 70. If the people them ever ball out, that's still 80, you know. Just like how the people them ever ball out, the murder rate and stealing would have been 50 and still. It's because the people them ball out. If the people them ever ball out about information about the vaccine, they would have just go and do it and then no wouldn't know. So the people them ball out and them have to alter and say, easy, I could give them some information. Whether them want to accept it or not, this is information. You know, them will give the information will tell you say you must take the vaccine. All right. So here we know. Because sex for money is not necessarily prostitution. And we are, because in some instances, as we know, persons have different vulnerabilities and there can be a number of reasons why sex for money occurs, he asserted. All right. So there can be a whole heap of reason why sex for money occur. Like a girl want her rent pay, so she just go deal with sex. It's not prostitution, that. Youth. No, as a youth, it's not prostitution, that. Yeah. Eh? Mm-hmm. Suppose a woman say I married a pretty car. And she said, boy, you can't buy one of them car for me. And him say, well, if you not give me the thing, you know. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, a crutches me I work with, so if you not give me the thing, it not work. It's not prostitution, that. Mm-hmm. So what time is it that it is not prostitution? According to him, I say, it's not apologizing, He must justify the statement would say, a whole heap of the girls them inside it, so it's prostitute. It moved from 50, but here we know. Mr. Sweeney said the statistics came from a SDC focus group study conducted in 2016 involving 50 respondents who answered the question of how their basic needs were met financially. Okay. Here we know. 50 people them ask, you know. It's not some little teenager them ask, you know. It's some people sit down and them say, so tell me something. How you get money? A big people them talk to, you know. And a little girl them might say, teenager them not teen girls, you know, up here. So them say 70% of teen girls in Mount Salem engage in sex for money. Sex for money is prostitution. But him a modified. And so the more I modify it, the more I get ignorant, you know. Yeah, because I say, I want to send him go St. Thomas to that mother. Because it's a youth, this almost a youth, this is good all younger than my daughter. No. These people are terrible people. Terrible people. When them start to brand the people, what them going to come with next? Because it's three strike you out, you know. Because if it was me, no, me just start them, so I must leave. Me go and shut my door because here I know. The police them up to now with the arguments about how long them there now? About a month? It reach a month yet? And when them going there? Them say 60 days them are going to stay, you know, but if they do what them say them want, them have to wait till the next election. Yeah. And when them come out of power, it's a next election because when them talk about social intervention cannot do in the time when them talk about, not even in the time with them in power. That is common sense. I don't know if it's idle or not sense, but that is common sense because here we know. When we look at the statistics that them show you about the gun thing, after nearly a month, How long them inside it, so? How long them in there? A month gone since them there? In a Mount Salem. Because I care about the people there. Because I used to live a Montego Bay and Salem was a place where I used to go enough. Not to mention the hospital where I fix and up to now, I don't hear them mention about the hospital. Alright. You hear them say the thing, crime thing at work now. You hear them come to the argument say the crime thing at work. In CLM. A Mount Salem, what I talk about, Mount Salem, them curfew up. Right? And that's to them at work. You hear them say now. Them say, them find how much guns. But in CLM, you know, it's 7 guns them find, you know. Since the soccer thing, I go on, it's 7 guns them find. But in a September, it's 88 guns them find. 88 guns, but you know, it because of the rap I present to you, it sounds like the thing I work because every day them find 2 guns. You see it by your WhatsApp, you see it by your Instagram. Since the year start, this is what the statistics where we have. From January to October, which is the 3rd of October, the amount of gun where the police them find is 673 guns, 4,450 ammunition. 673 guns, you know, in how much month? January, February, March, April, May, June. No, remember, I say October not done it, you know. October just starts, so 9. Divide 9 into 673. Come maths brains. 70 odd. Alright, so 74. That means, on an average, them find 74 guns per month. And that spread round the 14 parish them. In a September, them find 88 guns in a that month. Spread round the parish them. We have information. A 7 gun them find. 5 firearm, 2 homemade. Now you see when them bring the news to the people them now, like you look on it on your Instagram and you look on it on your WhatsApp and you read it on the paper, it sound like I done in a CLM, which part them did the curfew thing. I just them I find the gun them. So you see them paint the picture again, you know, like CLM is the worst place in a Jamaica. Because after them find 88 gun in September now, them not tell you the people which part them find the gun them. Them tell you them find 7 gun how much weeks ago. And then now when you see, them say, well it's a work, you know, because you see, we are getting more information because the Prime Minister say he might give money for gun, money for information. So here the man said this morning, him say, 11 top-notch criminal leave the area. And that him never say them capture them, you know. Because remember when I talk to the policeman, them say them have them on the run. Them have them on the run for go to Clarendon. And me I get fret, me afraid. Me afraid, you understand? So me I say no. Oh, we as citizens, so gullible, continuously, that politicians can come to way with certain, but because we don't have no way to validate or question our authority, which is that we're supposed to do. We're supposed to question our authority continuously. Because authority is what is oppressing the people them. And when we see the oppression we are going on in Jamaica, may I tell you, it's a serious thing. What part of this thing is working? Can somebody please call me? Apart from the Prime Minister saying, no, the people. You see them people, they always put them out in some. I never talk about where the Prime Minister put him. It's the most honorable. Now the people them can sleep with them door and them window open. With how much police are walk around your house, may I tell you, say, would have had sex with the door open. With so much police and soldiers walk around my house, man. Would have licked down the door. And take off all seal and wait for the hurricane come take it off. You understand? Because it's crazy. It's like him a prophesy upon him prophecy, you know, to see it there. My prophecy fulfill. The people them can't sleep. Yet, go tell the people them are Clarendon that. And the people them are Westmoreland, and the people them are St. Thomas. You understand? It's a terrible thing. Terrible confusion in a room. And that we know. Them are carry the people, them are sell the people them 6 for 9. Are we don't know 69? Are we don't know 9:30 neither now 6:30? A terrible thing. Anyway. People, Mount Salem, I feel it for the people them in Mount Salem. 3 things now them at the town and the Derby seat. 1, the worst crime place. 2, most of them are prostitute. And 3, See, the crime thing at work because we find whole heap of gun. And I know in a on them. 88 gun fine in September. How much fine in a Mount CLM? If 40 of them gun they found in Mount CLM, me say it a work. If half of the gun where them talk about them fine in September, them fine it in a Mount CLM. Me personally, let's say, boy, you know, say a foolish me that talk on the radio. It really a work, you know. And 11 of the criminals them gone out of the area. Meanwhile, people are get shot in a Granville. People are get shot flanker. Last week up to now. And them come, the crime rate is increasing. Murder gone up, but crime gone down. Murder no crime again, you know. No, it's just killing you, kill people. It's a terrible thing. Anyway, we'll switch the subject. Okay, so we all know about this month actually. This month is what we call Heritage. We celebrate the heroes and the sheroes. And we give thanks to them. You know, say Buster and Manley are my hero. May I say that up front. Especially Buster Manti. Because Buster Manti is him make Carroll Garden wreak havoc on Rasta in the 60s. So we couldn't look on a man with sling him gun them on him side and go down and talk about say if Bogil, if the police station will hold them Bogil will, you know, Bogil is a cemetery. Yeah, it's a cemetery. Buster Manti said that when him go down and take up here, you know. Did you know, Jamaican people, I know I will don't like Rasta, but did you know that there was a time when the police them are trained for shoot, them use the image of the Rasta man as target? A lot of people don't know that, you know. It's a police say that we used to do it, you know. So first time when them depend the fire in range, the target out there was not buckle, you know, or a piece of log, you know. It's the image of a Rasta man them put out there and a practice. See them there, and them are the problem in Jamaica. Buster Manti done the clear way as persona non grata in our own country already. So when I work with them. But this month is recognized as Heritage Month, Heroes Month, where we celebrate. And the University of the West Indies going to have a whole heap of things that go on. Them open what you call it now? I should have known all these things before I really. Them are open this place. Make us figure it out. We have to work it out. That is a center for reparation. Yes, Center for Reparation Research. It's the only one of its kind, we are told. For really our work in this venture here. It's the only one of its kind at the University of the West Indies, where them going to open a place where you can go and research about reparation, about all the things them that is necessary to educate the people them and young people who is desirous of knowing what we talk about when we say repatriation, reparation, for how much years Rasta said. They are now officially opening a place we can deal with it. So a sister from Ghana who is known as, she is the daughter of the first democratically elected president of Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah. Last week we celebrated his 108th anniversary. She will be here taking part in the conference. She's one of the keynote speakers then. Nkrumah, and we have her on the line here, I hope, all the way from Ghana. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
How you do?
Good afternoon to everyone.
Okay. How are you doing all the way in Ghana there?
I'm very well. We are all fine. I'm well, and I'm looking forward to coming to Jamaica, to coming to the University of the West Indies and to participate in this very significant and big occasion. You know, the launch of the Reparation Center.
Yes. You know who is speaking to?
Hopefully.
You know who you're speaking to?
Hello?
I'm asking if you know who you're speaking to.
Oh, tell me. Have we met?
This is Muta Baruka.
Hey, Mutabaruka. Good to hear your voice.
Okay. So now
Wonderful. We met in Accra.
Yes, definitely. Yes. So,
excellent.
yes. Okay.
Well, looking forward to seeing you again.
I am looking forward to seeing you too. Okay, so look here now. Recently, you actually tried to make a move towards the presidency in Ghana. When I was there, you was very busy all over the place lobbying for that.
Oh.
What took place there?
Yes. Yeah, in 2016, beginning of last year.
Yes.
Yes, I made a bid to lead the party, but unfortunately, many things somehow interfered with the outcome. In any case, I was not successful this time. But our resolve, continues to be strong.
So what?
We can never give up. We represent a tradition for full emancipation. The Nkrumah's tradition for full emancipation, political, economic, cultural. So of the African people. So we can never give up. It is our duty and responsibility, to carry on.
Yeah. What was your party, the party that you represented, were they dealing using agenda, or it was an evolutionary process to fit this time? What was it? Or why is it that you think that it was not grasped by the people?
There was interference by the ruling party at the time. Elections are quite often manipulated by the political elite, but that is to be expected. That is part of the struggle. There are many challenges, many things that come into play, from the heavy monetization, which always favor the status quo. We are trying to challenge, let's say, to challenge the political establishment.
Yes.
So we don't always play by the rules of those games, but I believe that as long as we persevere, then there is hope. We remain hopeful, and we will continue.
Yes.
It is not always easy, but we take everything in our stride. We are very focused on what needs to be achieved, and I believe in our country, but in all over Africa and in every country with Africans, that we need to revisit the philosophy, the independence philosophy and ideology for decolonization that Kwame Nkrumah left us. We want is to raise the consciousness, our consciousness, to such an extent that we are courageous enough, that we have the courage to rely fully on ourselves as a people, to have confidence in ourselves that we can solve our solutions based on our own experience, our own culture, our own history, and without really taking instructions from anywhere else, but from our own thinkers, our own philosophers, our own, let's say our forefathers and mothers who we know fought for our independence, and unity, for our total liberation.
You know, we know that your father was really influenced by Marcus Garvey. As a matter of fact, he said out of Marx and Lenin and all these philosophers, Marcus Garvey was his most impressionable influence. How is it
Exactly.
now with you? How is it with you as it relates to Marcus Garvey? Are you still recognizing Marcus Garvey as a main source of inspiration, or you moved away from that?
Okay, I didn't hear your full question, but I want to first of all agree with you that Kwame Nkrumah, he said in his autobiography,
Yes.
Ghana, that that more than anything else, that all the literature he studies, the book that did more than any other to fire his enthusiasm for the liberation struggle was opinions of Marcus Garvey. You are absolutely right. And I don't know if you know this, but one of the first things we did in Ghana after independence, which when you're talking about, say, 40 years after Garvey's Black Star shipping line,
Yes.
Ghana under Nkrumah, we began our own shipping venture.
Yes.
And we named the fleet of vessels, we owned the Black Star shipping line
Yes.
in honor of
Marcus.
Garvey. And we had 18 vessels, each named after a river, one of our rivers in Ghana. 18 vessels. So imagine if we had not sold these vessels. Unfortunately, we sold them after Kwame Nkrumah was Kwame Nkrumah overthrown.
Yes,
But imagine if we had kept them, the foreign currency we would be gaining from these vessels.
So
this is just one example of
Marcus Garvey
the influence Garvey had on
as a
Nkrumah's
next
thinking
generation
and policies.
as a next generation politician, is Marcus Garvey still part of your philosophy? Move in Ghana, if you should really attain that leadership position, would you be really interested still in that philosophy that moved your father today, or you see something different?
No, it's actually very relevant because, Nkrumahism as an ideology is dynamic. You can always adapt it to changing circumstances.
Yes.
But it's essentially, it is still as relevant today as it was during the independence struggle and in the early days of our nation building, of building Ghana.
Yes.
Because it relied on these pillars, so it has these objectives of Pan-Africanism. We still have not achieved that unification with other African states and other states within the global African family. We all know that we have really not succeeded in delivering the basic needs to our people in our small individual countries. We are struggling. We are all struggling, if truth be told. So that objective of achieving that unification, which will give us true, genuine freedom, economic freedom, and not just political, we can only attain if we pool our resources together, and develop on a continental basis. So that has not been achieved. That objective is yet to be realized.
Yes.
We also know that we have not industrialized sufficiently. We are still, unfortunately, relying on mostly, raw materials, exporting them and being at the mercy of consumers in the north of the world. So the transformation of our economies that could have made our people happy and wealthier and more productive and more satisfied, has not happened.
Yes.
So, and Nkrumahism, as we know it, is the policies, it's Kwame Nkrumah's ideas and policies which thankfully are contained in his writings, his books, the development plans he left for us. So it's not difficult for us to revisit them. And I think many of us, students of Kwame Nkrumah, of his thoughts, his writings, we are ready for this second revolution, and that is going back to see how we can pick up those empowering ideas that will enable us to implement independently thought policies for the good of all of us. So they are very. I mean, we used to say that Kwame Nkrumah's ideas were way ahead of their time in the 50s and 60s. Fine. So if 6 years have passed by, so now is the time for us to revisit those ideas and policies.
I want to shift the subject a little. When I was in Ghana, the thrust of the Rastafari movement there was about GMO. And I noticed that your face was the face of the anti-GMO movement. How did that come about?
Yes, indeed. It's one of the campaigns I became very much involved in that. And that is because not just Ghana, but many African countries really are under pressure from big biotech multinational companies to implement laws or to pass, if you like, our parliaments are under pressure to pass laws that would intellectual property rights of those breeders. Yes. And many of these breeders are foreign breeders, and big multinational companies are behind them. And the consequence of that, if these kind of laws are passed, they will actually make it very difficult for our farmers to pursue or to continue to practice our traditional breeding system of saving seeds, multiplying them, re-exchanging them, and replanting them, in every season. So the farmers will become under the mercies of those big breeders of these new varieties of seeds. And we all know that this is not the way to improve our production. There's a lot we need to do that could help our farmers who are mostly smallholder.
So what is the present government position on GMO? What the present government know? What is their position?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we are getting mixed signals, but the former government was ready to pass those that bill. We call it the Plant Breeders Bill, but under heavy pressure it was put on hold. But also there are certain pronouncements now that are not very encouraging. But we are ready to continue with this campaign. If we have to pursue this. It would be a great pity if our countries don't instead focus on organic agriculture.
Food,
so we are very determined to keep on raising awareness to make sure that that this doesn't happen in our lifetime. It's not an easy struggle because the education the campaign, the media campaigns, and so forth, all of course have an impact on people.
Yes.
You know, the information is not always readily available, and our farmers are struggling.
Yes.
They are struggling, and they need help. They need advice.
Information.
And yes, and many of them are, like I said, smallholder farmers with little plots of land that, you know, and they are struggling to survive.
Yeah, all right.
So,
You're coming here for the launch of the Center for Reparation Research. What is
that's right.
Samia, part? What part are you playing in this movement? Because we know the Rastafari bridging them down there is really into this repatriation thing for the people in this part of the world. How is your what is your position? How you fit into that as a higher politician in Ghana?
You know, our generation, I mean, I'm fully committed to economic independence, and I want to see it in our lifetime for African countries and African people everywhere. And I believe that the claim for reparation, part of that struggle for us to end the exploitation. So we are fully in support of it, and I think it's in the right direction. It is, I would say, part of the Pan-African struggle.
Yes.
And governments and institutions in the continent must support it, but not just governments and institutions.
Yes.
You see, I believe people, African people must be sensitized towards this, because it is not something that we talk about in the streets. There is not much information on that.
Yes.
So I am happy that I'll be coming, and I'm happy that we can start. We should think of starting a strong campaign here on the continent.
Yes.
To revive also interest in this subject, because in the 1990s, the African Union at the time, which is the it's the African Union today, but the Organization of African Unity at the time also started speaking about that, the reparation.
Yes.
You know, for in here it was for colonialism, but still it's in the same direction. Also, in the year 2009, President Gaddafi made a claim or declaration at the UN, also signaling that we are going to be claiming reparation.
Yes.
But since then, you know, there's a lot of work needs done.
Yes.
And I think the onus is on the people now. It's not enough to sensitize institutions. It's not enough for the African Union, you know, to be asked or persuaded to lend its support. That is important, of course, but like in all struggles, it's the people, it's the masses who can make a significant impact. And I think that is where we need to focus this campaign on.
All right, well, we have to go now. Samia, we have to go. And as I say, I'm looking forward to seeing you again. You know, we hope that...
Sorry, a plane is passing through. I didn't quite get what you said.
All right, I'm saying that we have to leave now, and I hope to see you again when you reach Jamaica. And it is.
Oh yes.
Yes, it is good that you are coming. You know, people get the opportunity to hear you speak live in living colors. Kwame Nkrumah's daughter still carrying on the struggle. So
yes,
thanks.
certainly it will be a great honor for me to come, and I believe, if I can dare say that, but I will bring the spirit of Kwame Nkrumah with me.
Okay. Give thanks. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That was Samia Nkrumah, the daughter of Kwame Nkrumah, the first democratically elected president of Ghana. She will be here speaking at the launch at the Center for Reparation Research at the University of the West Indies, October the 10th, which is when? Tuesday? October the 10th, I think it's Tuesday, at 5:30 p.m. at Mona Visit Conference Center. Very, very important thing with the launch at the Center for Reparation Research. It's Tuesday, October the 10th, 5:30 p.m., Mona Visitors Lodge. There will be a symposium, Post-Independence Crossroads, Economic Growth, Sustainability, Societies, and Reparatory Justice, Wednesday, October the 11th at Mona Visitors Lodge. And then the press conference in solidarity with indigenous people, October the 12th. And it's a series of events that is taking place. I think you can go online and find a lot of the things then. But the Center Reparation is the first of its kind in the Caribbean, and it is been launched here and presented here at Mona. So we hope the people them will be able to attend. And as I said, there's other speakers there. There's other speakers there, but this sister here, as you can hear, is a very upfront, positive sister. Believe you me, very positive. So yes, this is the Steppin Razor, the art of war. We have a little clip to play for you. Guys, right now, you see, if the government refuse to give information, and we have to give it, yes, and we have to give the information, and them not like the information where we give the people them. Them not like it, even though it's a reality check from where them are do. And things where is investigated, because them never investigate nothing. Them only take where the so-called World Health Organization tell the people them continuously, and where the people them who make the drug tell them say it good for, wait not good for. So we are going to present our version of this idea about this vaccine thing, where I take all of the people them, or the people them really don't know whether to tether or whether to go. A whole heap of people afraid to give this perspective, which is a balanced perspective still. You understand? But we want to listen, you know. We want to listen to it. It is a clip where we have so many clips, but we choose this one because this one give a clear understanding.
Hey everyone, it's TVC Mario, and you're here for another edition of Healthy Living. In today's video, I wanted to share this fantastic video with you that was uploaded by Jason Christoph called Why People Vaccinate. Now, many of you have been asking me to cover the topic and subject of vaccines, and I'm going to be doing that. Actually, I have an interview scheduled with Jason, who is the go-to here in Cornwall. And we're really going to take the time to expose this. So before we get into the interviews and me sharing that with you, I wanted to share this. This will give you an introduction or a base if you haven't really been investigating these things. Also in the description section, you can go ahead and check out another video that was done on Jason Christoph's YouTube channel. And it's this one, Public Manipulation Using the Colors Blue and Red. So I'm positive many of you are really going to enjoy this video, so make sure to check it out. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the Health channel, where we're going to be talking about more things like this. Vaccines, how to reverse cancer, the scam that they have cures and don't let us know, and how many natural cures and all that is suppressed. So make sure if you haven't subscribed yet, you do that. But without further ado, let's go. Why people vaccinate.
There are over 100 medical doctors and PhD scientists linked below in the description section of this video who talk openly about vaccines being neither safe or effective. Some of the doctors I refer to talk individually, and some other doctors talk inside the vaccine documentaries at the very bottom of the list. Some of the doctors talk openly about their personal experience in the medical field regarding vaccines showing themselves to be ineffective and dangerous. Some of those medical doctors' testimonials can be considered opinion pieces backed by their personal experience. Yet these still provide some very valuable insight into much controversial insider information which is often kept from the public. Most of the doctors and PhD scientists in this list actually review the firm statistics and proven research. And if anyone takes the time to view some of the articles, it's easy to see that the research each doctor is talking about is the same, because the conclusions to be drawn after reviewing the research that's often hidden from public view is that vaccines are not doing what they're advertised to do, and that they're actually doing great harm to each person regarding immediate and long-term decreases in health. I'll even pick from the list the best examples. For example, Dr. Sam Egerton, number 54, and Dr. Raymond Obumswain, number 10. These doctors review the very easy to understand statistics and medical literature that show vaccines don't reduce disease and don't increase immunity, yet are unfortunately linked to a reduction of immunity plus a massive increase in sickness on all levels due to the poisonous. Now, I'm not here to argue that vaccines are ineffective, unhealthy, and toxic, because if someone takes only 1 hour to review the presentations by Dr. Egerton and Dr. Obumswain, they can discover this rather shocking information themselves. And the other 100 doctors in the additional videos and articles discuss basically the exact same shocking conclusion, which anyone is forced to make logically if they actually take the time to do the research or just watch the 2 videos I suggest from the list below. I'm not going to review what these doctors state regarding the extreme dangers of vaccines and that no scientific evidence exists to prove vaccines do what they're advertised to do. What I'm going to talk about is that even though vaccines are proven ineffective, unhealthy, and unsafe, people keep vaccinating anyway. If no evidence that vaccines improve immunity, and the only evidence is that vaccines decrease the health of each patient who volunteers for vaccination, why are people still vaccinating? Many just hearing the last 2 sentences would be very alarmed and irate, and many just want to maintain their blind faith that vaccines are safe and effective. Yet the reality remains. The belief that vaccines are healthy on any level is not backed by the research, and the research is listed below. And of course, the doctors who give these presentations also state on many occasions that they were also personally shocked themselves after they started researching vaccines, only to discover that no credible evidence exists for any of the beliefs that surround vaccination. It's easy to declare that people generally don't know this information. Media and government team up to obfuscate and hide the true vaccine research. And that may be true in some cases, but that doesn't explain why people are hearing the debate and then still blindly following their orders to vaccinate without any personal research. The existence of this vaccine debate is obvious for even the most uninformed person, and people still continue to line up, no research being done, and inject themselves and their children with toxins. When someone takes a child to get an injection and won't conduct any basic research as to even the ingredients of the vaccine they're injecting, there's something occurring beyond caring and protecting that child. So the question remains, if there is no evidence to prove vaccines improve immunity or health on any level, and all the evidence points to a darker agenda system that feeds off disease and decay is benefiting greatly from vaccines proven to increase disease and decay, why are people still vaccinating? Well, the answers have to do with the human psyche and the need for all humans to acquire safety and security. The base default programming of any human is to make daily decisions that increase safety and security. This switchblade reaction, inherent in all humans, can be accelerated immensely by placing them in fear. So today, our media and government really go to great lengths to create the fear-based society that we all live in. This starts the frog boiling in the pot of water. Fear is proven to make people more compliant and obedient to authority regarding any request. The psyche of anyone watching the media today will view and store the information that authority attacks people who don't follow government directives, government dictates. The people who are the best order takers in our society are openly celebrated. People who question authority are attacked, marginalized, and insulted. The patterns are obvious, and there's a part of our mind called our subconscious that libraries and processes these patterns for us and makes safety and security decisions based on this data. Most people today don't have the financial, mental, or energy reserves to question government authority and are simply entering into a self-preservation mode of operation regarding vaccinating themselves or their children. If you talk to a parent about why they're vaccinating their child, most are just saying what they've been told to say and literally haven't done any research, because when the subconscious understands clearly that obeying equals reward and questioning equals punishment, it won't matter for most people entering these dangerous waters. Why are people vaccinating when there's no research that proves vaccines do anything but harm child and adult alike? It's because the research doesn't matter when the mind is only considering personal safety and security motivations. The answer is that simple and that odd. When most parents are vaccinating, they're vaccinating based on how vaccinating places them into an obedient and compliant light with authority, and how this switchblade compliance program was conditioned into that person over a lifetime by media and government indoctrination. When a person chooses to vaccinate themselves or their child, the parent is considering one thing and one thing only: themselves. And this is the concrete conclusion because the research that vaccines improve immunity and health is existent. All the medical doctors and PhD scientists below testify to this fact, and that's what all the debate's about. Vaccines do not do what they are advertised to do, and actually do the opposite, increasing disease and damaging immunity. Again, watch lectures below, number 54 and number 10, because the statistics are clear. This declaration I make is shocking, and that declaration is that most people are vaccinating based on shallow and self-serving internal motivations for them personally to gain acceptance and safety with the herd, and that has to be the conclusion because no research exists that vaccines do anything but harm vaccine recipients. Now, if someone really cared about their children, they would at least rush to watch the 2 video presentations from the doctors I've already highlighted. But people aren't curious and won't watch the videos and won't do the research and won't make the time to do something as simple as watch a documentary or read an article. And that, again, is because vaccination is about one person and one person only. And that is the parent being driven by reward and punishment conditioning to be reflectively obedient to authority and to find safety in the herd. Why does anyone vaccinate their children? They do so because it's about them and them only, not the children. And until we wake up to how we're being herded through fear to do unhealthy things to our own children, not much will change. Most people shut this video off before it even started because they don't want to know. But if you've made it this far, at least watch video 54 by Dr. Sam Egerton. If someone wants to break this cycle or prove they children, they'll take the time to show themselves that their motivations are about gathering all the information, protecting the child, and not just making the easiest decisions for themselves personally. Thank you for taking the time.
Yeah, this is the Steppin Razor. Good afternoon, Miss Hilton. Cynthia, how you doing? Miss Hilton.
Hello, sir.
But you don't sound like 80-year-old. I lie them and tell me, you're 80 for sure.
Yes, ma'am. I'm here listening to your voice.
You're serious? Them tell me say you listen to the program every week.
Every Thursday and Wednesday, I listen to your program. I'm your favorite listener.
You're serious? You know nothing better you had for do.
Yes, ma'am. When I get on in the bed at night, I listen to you.
Oh, you serious? So you have a radio in the bed with you? You have a radio in your bed with you?
Yes.
You're serious? So where your husband there? Where your husband?
He's going on the sea.
Oh, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's why you have the radio in the bed.
So you keep the company.
All right. So here, when I hang up, you will give me an address. Right?
Oh, yes.
When I hang up, you give me an address.
All right.
Yes. So
So
what you doing for your birthday? Just listen to the program. That's what you do for your birthday.
Tomorrow.
Who that?
Tomorrow is your birthday.
Oh, tomorrow is your birthday. Yeah. What you doing for your birthday tomorrow? What you doing?
What are you doing?
Yes. You don't know.
I look on TV. I eat a nice dinner.
Okay. So you're not having nobody over. You're not having nobody over to your house?
Son and a daughter.
Okay. All right. Well, I want to say happy birthday, and as I'm told, you are an ardent listener to the two program them, and I'm really appreciative.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man.
For wishing me a happy birthday, and may Rastafari richly bless you.
All right. So you live in Meadowbrook?
Yes.
We're in Meadowbrook.
It's Meadowbrook, Maine.
Where?
Yes.
Where in Meadowbrook you live?
Meadowbrook, Maine.
Okay, all right. I'm going to keep your number here.
All right.
All right, I'm going to keep your
Take
number.
care of yourself, and thanks for calling.
You have mango tree in your yard?
Yes, I'm not sure I'm mango for you, no.
You know no mango tree in your yard?
Next door and it hang over my yard.
Them hang over your yard?
Yes.
All right, that is no problem. I can reach up with my hand, I have to go climb the mango tree.
But me not see a mango upon them now.
Okay, so but I can't get to climb the tree then.
You don't ask the one next door.
But I don't want to go next door to climb the tree. Believe you me. But if I climb the tree,
You can ask them
yard.
because they live good with our neighbors.
Okay,
So you
all
can
right.
call them and ask them if they can climb the tree.
Okay. But me never get permission from them to climb the tree from over your yard.
No, it is.
Anything from over your yard are yours, you know.
Yes.
Okay.
And when it's wet, they fall over there, drop on the ground too.
Okay. All right, so you must plant mango tree though. Meadowbrook and Avondale are place with enough mango tree there, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, you must plant that mango tree that when I come from here, I can climb it.
We don't have a mango tree now to climb.
Okay.
We got the mango trees next to our
Yeah. All right. Well, I will just say again, happy birthday when it comes tomorrow, yeah?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. And I'm going to listen to your program.
All right, Mama, give thanks.
We'll say bye-bye.
Yes. Yeah, that lady is Cynthia Hilton. She listens to the program. At 80 years old, she still a listen. I almost remember Simad, doctor, Sister Simad. She is 90 years old, and when she call, it's like 10 minutes or 2 in the night. She call the program 10 minutes or 2. And every time she call, it's something to 2. So you must know, say, she'll listen. Because if she up to 10 minutes or 2, I know exactly what I say the whole program in the night there. Yeah, so we have some serious listeners out there. We have a man up, so 10 years ago he was 70 years old, so I'm gone over 80s and all. Believe you me. We love to hear these things. Plus, I mention the young people them where most of the listeners them are young people. We want you to part the taxi man them out there who knows that them drive on the right side of the road. And don't make the thing look like it's a one-way street when it's a two-way street. You understand? We want to big up the coaster man them who know say them not emit no whole heap of smoke for other people car, and you can't see the back of them car when the coaster bus when them drive. Especially when them go up Stone Hill Road. Some of them coaster man where drive go up Stone Hill Road, I tell you the truth, when you drive behind them and you have to just stop and wait till them reach far before you can, hey, sometimes it's good till the police are driving down to the door. When so much smoke I emit from the back of your car, them can't see the license plate. Police can't see the license plate. And them don't want to pass you. And you just drive and left them. Okay. You see, I turn criminal in the radio thing. I don't click it quick before we say something. But we will lap me up. Click it. This is the Steppin Razor. You know, Sister Carol do an album. It's the first album I ever see. Especially like with all her daughter do it too. But every tune on it is in praise of ganja. Every tune. It's a ganja album. The other day I listen to it in my car, I have to stop drive because I get high. Believe you me. We want to play a track from the album. Not only that, because we say the Minister of Health, Dr. Atoftan him name, I get tough on the ganja thing now. It's like him really, at least this government look like them want this man club where we fight for and struggle for to reach this part of the place and all. Them are do some things and all where are not doing some things where it would appear that them really in moving the ganja thing forward. Yes, it's so it look because all I hear Mr. Tufton talk about is where the effect where it have on children and this and that and all these things where we don't talk about that already. We don't know about that already and we don't figure it out and all these things. All them have to do is just make the necessary adjustment to them legislative this and that. To make the thing go through. Because now we say more countries, on top of more countries now are getting involved in it and them are make money and we were supposed to make the money for a long time. And them just are going like them not really want to deal with the thing. This government that we are talking about, we're in a power yet now. Look like them want to really retract certain of the things. But I like the government start a campaign for the madness and the effects of cow's milk, white bread, white flour, white sugar, cotton candy, cheese chips, and all these things where them importing in the country. All those things them that is causing sickness in the mind and the heart and the physical well-being of the people. We should have hear advertisement on the radio every day, not just when them go vaccinate people. The people them need information. And when we give them the information, you hear say this and you hear say that. So them need to put some things on radio, just like when them have JIS present. And all JIS present is that they're fixing a road that is not there. There's no road there to fix. I mean, a new road. So we want to tell the government and all those people that's information. Mr. Reid, as an information man. Them, school children, not the parents now, the school children. Just like how you're targeting the children them with the vaccination. You need to target the children them with those things them that them is eating that make them brain numb up. And all these mothers who have no information about the food that them giving them children. More than say them grow up, come say people and yam them food there. And nothing never happened to them. I'm going to repeat it again. All them yam and cocoa and dasheen and all them white rice and white flour in the plate. The reason why Granny, not never happened to Granny with those food is because she was working it out. She was walking with water upon her head for how much miles. She was doing all sorts of physical work. She could have used machete. Because you can see the legacy of the machete get handed down in St. Thomas. So really and truly, understand why the food why grandmother used to eat those food. You can't come down and say granny used to eat the food and nothing never happened to her. You are eat the food and something that happened to you. And the government of Jamaica must educate the people them and give the people them information. Give them information. Because information lead to a whole heap of understanding. Not blindly leading the people them at the edge of the precipice. And when them jump off, they say, me never tell them to jump. Me just lead them there. This is the Steppin Razor. Ill. Blessed man.
Yeah, man. Maybe I listened to the clip a while ago, the conspiracy theories. Me, I one of them to know. You know what I mean? We believe so enough to buy everything our government says. But when I kind of listen to him, like myself, vaccination is what bad.
Yeah, he must say there's no evidence that vaccination do what them say it right supposed to do.
Which one of the vaccination? HPV?
All vaccination, he might talk about.
Oh, man, but polio, remember, you know, back in the 1940s or something, all of you know is polio did all about the place. Now, you see a lot of evidence of that?
Yeah, no, the point is,
yeah?
All right, so it gave her, all right, me could say it get rid of the polio.
Yeah, get rid of some other things.
But you know what the other things it lead to, that now we have to get another vaccination to deal with?
So a polio, like what's the side effect of getting a polio in
I don't know.
No, but that's what I know now. What is the side effect of getting a HPV? Because we some of them say maybe the kids them can't get pregnant.
You know what I suggest to you though? If you want, because last week we did have a doctor, physical doctor on the phone and talk about the effects. There are a lot of information.
Doctor have a different point of view. Some doctors will support it.
You just ask me what is the side effects of the thing.
Yeah, I mean, some of them I bring up. You know, everything have a side effect.
Whole heap of doctor can show you the side effects.
Yeah, but I try to say them still have whole heap of side effects, abortion and whole heap of things, but people still do it.
They don't have side effects for abortion. Let us lie.
Yeah, man, them say maybe they can't have picnic and them things, you know?
Yeah.
Don't it?
Yeah. So when I say
no,
watch out. Nobody not telling you to take the vaccination, and you know must decide with the information where you have to do it or don't do it.
Yeah, man, I agree with you. The Minister of Health and Education told him, you know, educate the people and make them know what they do, you know?
That me talk about the whole day. That me talk the whole day, no. Information is important.
Yeah, but you're making like a government, because even the opposition agree with it, you know?
The opposition late because the opposition wait till the people them start balls and them a jump. Are wicked them wicked?
Yeah, man, but me, I go to the Zozo thing, like you say.
You go to the what?
The Zozo, the zones are special.
Zones of special operation, yeah.
Yeah, man, because like you say, you know, see where that I do.
No, I'm saying that they are now saying that they are getting headways with it because now them every day them put how much gun them collect.
Yeah.
The point is that in the area of operation, the guns them that them collect don't come from those areas.
Yeah, that's the thing. I remember one time I talked about a couple of weeks ago. I'm not trying to tell us the place maybe be the headquarters for certain places. You get what I say?
What? Don't let so headquarters to what?
Tell them. So they might
headquarters to
maybe all of the same.
Wait, what Mount Salem is the headquarters for?
We say you motor, we're there in the street, so we know what.
No, in the street. In the studio yet. What is Mount Salem the headquarters for?
No, as I say, later we know when everything.
No, brethren. They said that Mount Salem had 50 odd murders.
We know about that, Terry. Them clear up that, Terry, and them
all right, so that means them did wrong. That means them did wrong.
No, them call the shoot. We not got big up police.
No, me not say you big up the police. We no, me not tell you what them
say.
No,
but you make me sound like he's a police defender.
No, you don't sound like a police brethren. You sound like a citizen. No, you sound like a JLP person who love where go on. You don't sound like a police.
What you say?
No, hear what me I say.
Yeah.
Them say 50 odd murder go on in there, so gunshot. The police them come and investigate and realize no, I just 7. All right? The Prime Minister say, is Mount Salem select themselves? Based up, give him the information where him get, you know. Is Mount Salem select themselves because of the amount of crime and thing we're going. I know. And next man come now and him say 80% of the pick them in there.
No, that's yeah.
Oh, you mean?
That is in a motor, you know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Apologize and say.
The man said, you am play the tape, you am play the tape.
Yeah, but him play, he say, but he come back and apologize.
All right, him never apologize. Him never apologize.
Yeah.
Him never
apologize. He would call and tell you, but we will hear
him never apologize, brethren. You never hear me read what him say. You never hear me read what him say, brethren.
No, I'm not we listen to everywhere. We hear.
All right,
like,
we're not done. We're not done with what them say now. We're not done with what them say. All right. Them collect 600 odd guns for the year. According to our calculation, that is 40 odd guns per month average. September, them collect 88 guns. We don't know where them get the 88 guns. No, say it's not in a Mount CLM. Because them say it's 7 guns them find in a Mount CLM. And 11
yeah, but we hear in the media where them find guns even flankers and them.
Flanker no Mount CLM.
Yeah, but at St. James, that's not saying.
No, but wait, no, I'm to clarify that St. James. No, wait, no. Them can't, brethren, at JLP, brethren, listen to me.
No, no bother with that, man. Everybody have them colors. And you have it. You show the colors to me.
Brethren, listen to me now. Be logical. Them can't have an area. Wait, no. Them can't have an area in a Montego Bay. Because them said Deso was the core of the problem. Them say that. So them can't it off. When them can't it off, them never, when we know about flanker, we know about all certain places, you know. When them can't that place, now we don't have them place.
Yeah.
When me I say, if them can't have that place, and them come now and say them collect 88 guns in the month, and we know so it's not inside a CLM, why we are talking about now, you know. And you know what I say, Montego Bay. Them never call out the whole of Montego Bay, you know. Them are talking about the art and the
give
problem.
you an example, because I can understand. Remember Tivoli one time,
we don't understand.
You never see no man kill up no man and them.
Yeah, the women don't understand.
Yeah.
Women don't understand.
It's not by the murder and them.
Yeah, the women don't understand.
Yeah.
What you call at Tivoli?
No, because that's a Mount Salem, the crime rate, We have
to break. Catch part time. Sorry, Bridget. Sorry. After Mount Salem, we're next. But one, it might sound like we really are. Where people say, Muta, make fun of the people, them things. But here one now. It's the deception, we can't take. Deception. You understand? Because it's system, you know, I would say if something starts out bad, it can't go good in the bottom part, you know, it's bad. It starts up on the premise of wrong information. The information will continue to be wrong. And we see 3 things now. We see go on it Mount Salem, you know, 3 things we see go on it so now. And me I said then all right now. So how much things are gonna happen this or now? How much things are gonna happen? Because as we just talked about half a year a while ago, when we did hear about bodies, a flanker we are here about, you know. A flanker we are here with everybody, man, I'll make tune. About flanker. You understand? But here this youth come say now, say, a mob here. Them never can't have mob here now. Them can't have a place where them feel, say, and them keep saying it's not, so it go. Them keep saying it's not, so it's like so we are idiot. Them can't have Mount Salem because them say, this is the place where have the more murders. 54 murders since the year start. And them, when the people them bawl out and shout out now, them come now and investigate and say, all right, I'm 7. Uncle 7. And then now when them realize it's Uncle 7, now hear them now, well, you must understand, you know, that Mount Salem is really like a soft target. Them a use it now because them couldn't go in every place like a Clarendon first. Then them couldn't go a flanker. Because every time me hear about this and that and coming a flanker me I hear about. You understand? Flanker. You understand? That people are that talk about them now go a flanker. You know see, yet still, them never go there. So we say now, all right, them go there so now. Here this man come now for make put more coal on top of the coal. No. Come and tell the people them say 80% of the people them inside it so. Little people them inside it so are prostitute. And we are 70%. And then come talk about say, well, really not everybody who take money for sex is prostitute. I mean, really. Before the man apologize, non-apologetically, and just apologize. If you can't do non-apologetically, apologetic. It's like wow. And now them I tell you about them making headways because more people. I never say more people now come in and tell people nothing, But I say it's not in Mount CLM. Because the statistics don't show that. The statistics don't show that, say, because them giving away money for this and money for that. Mount CLM now. Because the man said yesterday that 11 are the wickedest and the most, the gang leaders leave the area. That's what I'm saying. They might give away $1 million for capture and conviction of area of gun. And him say 11 of them leave the area. So which part them gone? Them gone in the next part of Mobile gone with them woman in Westmoreland and go to sit up on a beach and out on a Negril in one of the most patch hotels them. And them sit down there and want to tell you, say this and I tell you that to make it feel like, yes, it's a false sense of security. Them selling the people them. They must come up front. Because them is government Rasta. Me not expect that from them. I expect that from all Brian round there, so. I try conniving thing and I try teach me how to conniving. And I want to learn how to connive. I need to learn it. Because it's so you get you in Jamaica. You have to have a conniving spirit to get you in Jamaica. Because politicians do that. So how them go like say we are idiot. The man them get 70 at gun, 40 at gun per month. Right? Them get 88 gun. This is talking about Jamaica, 14 parish in Jamaica. Them collect 88 guns in the 14 parish overall for September. How much of those guns come from the zone of operation? That is where we want to find out. We ask them for the statistics. What them say to you, lady? Where the man said to you, say, but where you ask them about for the statistics for how much out of the 88 gun them find in the zone of operation? Them no answer. So when them no answer now, them lead for talk where we want to talk. And they hear so we are create mischief. And we are make fun after the thing. But if we don't talk, if we shut them out, them take we for couldn't money for a long time, if we shut them out. And we must have the space to be wrong to, until them rectify the wrong and say, no, you're wrong. It's so it going on. Because without information, we're going to deal with the information what we have. Our information tell we say, is 88 gun them capture in September for the island. And in the island, in all, it's 40 guns a month them did I get. So if 40 guns a month them did I get in the island up 15 parts. All we know say the 88 guns them 80 out of that are not carrying that it come from. All we know say the 88 gun 70 of that not come from Mount CLM. We don't know. We don't know. So we want to know that we can feel that we can really open the door and feel good. We don't want just go on like say the Prime Minister prophet. Because when we say that to him never, him was not Prime Minister, now him say, see there the people them. And him say it to, That's why I say cock mouth kill cock, And him just last month, say, now the people can open their doors. You can't believe that? According to what them say, 60 days it's supposed to happen. I do hope that when them leave there and them start the whole heap of intervention, where obviously cannot do in 60 days, it's just ridiculous. If anybody in a CLM that believes, say, CLM did not go transform itself into like, Coral Gardens there. Trust me, man, you're living a damn illusion. It's not going to happen in 60 days. It's not going to happen in a year. It's not going to happen in 2 years. Because it's not so it work. Social intervention don't work because the government put a timeline on it and say 60 days. So because them have to go stay there. Them have to go stay there. One to all the police, they must supposed to up there never. They have to go stay there, Rasta. So I don't know. I don't know if a trouble we are get. I don't know they have to get no trouble. But they have to really examine the thing. Question authority. That is really what it is all about. Yes, EL.
EL up.
Blessed man. Yeah, man. Yeah, listen.
Yeah, man. Muta.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Give thanks. Me there. I listen there and I wait, till my turn,
Yeah, man. Give thanks. Your turn now.
Yeah, man. We're there. So, what I want to talk about is what, the current thing that take place in the health issue, the health arena right now, which this HPV thing.
Yeah.
Now, one of the side effects from it, what them say, it go make the girls them become sterile.
I don't know, brethren. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I hear the government effects is that maybe vomiting little and dizziness, and that may last for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is what me hear the government say.
All right. We are talking about information. So, may have some information we want to share with you and the general public who are listening.
All right. You don't have much time, unless you want to wait and when the advertisement them go.
All right. I'm going to quick then. So, may I go back over 500 years. I may come from information.
The brethren, 500 years ago. Hold on, the brethren. Brethren.
Yeah.
500 years? In a 1
minute?
Man,
that's the time the thing written, man. So, I mean, so we
okay, all right.
You understand me? 1492, the protocol was written. Okay. But you don't have much time,
Yeah.
So, here we are going now.
Yeah.
The whole system, when it comes to the health part of the system, because three things that we weren't taught about properly, health, death, and sex. Now, here what the protocol say. The overrun with poison. That's what them plan and that's what them do.
Who's them?
The learn elders of Zion, man. The learn elders of Zion. The people who are running the system.
Hold on, brethren. That book is not a genuine book still,
Who?
It's not a genuine book.
No, Mota, listen.
Yeah, me read it already.
The thing is happening, brethren. So the information must be genuine because the thing is happening.
The information must. Through the Bible, they tell you say wars and rumors of wars, and you see wars and rumors of wars. It's because the Bible.
No, man, listen. Nobody going on the Bible thing, no, man.
No, but the protocol of Zion, I am really weird for really I defend this. But the Portugal of Zion has been proven not credible.
But brethren, the thing is happening. What I'm saying, what is written in the protocols, it is happening. So how could it not be credible?
Tell you something, and him just say it, and it happen. Even though him not have no information, him not have no reason for say it. Him just, like if me said, well, right now, say rain go fall tonight, and rain fall now.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think this system is connivingly, I don't know if that is the right word, put together?
Yes, everything where you feel says bad, me feel that the system is.
Right.
But it's not because the protocol of Zion why me feel so. The protocol of Zion is a group of people who write something where you call anti-Jewish literature.
No. It's not anti-Jewish, brethren. It's the Jews, the so-called Caucasoid who look like they are Jews. And them write it,
we're mixing
the Sanhedrin, that the head one for the Jews.
All right, quick. Talk quick.
The thing is happening, but we don't have enough time to go and hit the car. Anyhow, what I hit, the poison, let me just read what them say here, that the poison will be absorbed through their skin and mouth. They will destroy their mind and reproductive system. Remember the thing set especially against the man with the hole in them, you, Mota, we, the black. I'm not saying other race not feel the effect, but it's especially set against us. Right. So what I'm saying, 500 years ago, the man him still and write this. And to the rest of the thing happened. So how could it not be true?
But may I tell you, brethren, not because a man write something 500 years ago and it happened, it means right when the man them did write it was because of this what is happening.
No, man. What happened? Is an agenda the man them set, brethren, that the man them a You know what I mean? Quickly, when we in America, me thief a book out of one white man library. You know the book name? Right. America in the next 400 years.
Yeah.
So the man them set the thing, brethren. But
so what we going to do about it? Because if it's set that way there, it means that we can't do nothing about it.
No, right, but the man them work off a time and the man them...
So me ask you, what is the alternative now? Because Here that happened 500 years ago, them right, that it happen now. And
Right.
we don't know say it going to happen. What are we going to do? Okay.
Since it, and that is why I'm here reading from the protocol.
We have to move.
What?
We have to move now. We have
Well,
to move. Yeah?
I said
Sorry
so.
about that.
For next time.
Yeah. Yes, this is the Steppin Razor, the art of war. What's happening here?
What's happening there?
In Salem, for example, we're seeing statistics where 85% of young women there are involved in prostitution. Where is the mentorship? Where is the parenting? Where is the counseling that's happening, right? These are things that can happen free of cost. Just some facilitation and allow them. In Salem, for example, we're seeing statistics where 85% of young women there are involved in prostitution. Where is the mentorship? Where is the parenting? Where is the counseling that's happening, right? These are things that can happen free of cost. In Salem, for example, we're seeing statistics where 85% of young women there are involved in prostitution. Where is the mentorship? Where is the counseling that's happening, right? These are things that can happen free of cost. Just some facilitation and allow them to be there.
The question is, how much more things them going to say where them have to go and recant what them say and say, it's not that what it mean. You can't have people like these people around with life, brethren and sisters. It don't work. It don't work. And we see that government come, PNP, GLP. Now them are talking about the road up there, so. And years we are talking about up there, so, you know, the road, you know, Junction Road, you know, that people say, Muta, anytime I come to Jamaica, you know, I have to go up on that road there, you know. And now them say them are going to fix the road, and it's pure madness. Politics take over the whole road, fix it. The road want to fix. How long now the road want to fix? And now them decide them are going to fix the road, politics coming out. Oh, them stay so. And people where I follow them for Kentucky Fried Chicken and a boom. I tell you. Yes, EL.
Motor.
Yes, sir.
Afternoon.
Afternoon, sir.
How you doing, man? Tony here.
I am doing quite okay.
Yes, man. I wanted to talk about the Gardasil shots.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't know if you know about this guy named Rick Perry.
No.
He used to be the governor of Texas.
No, I don't know him.
What had happened was that he had sanctioned some Gardasil shots for children in the same age group as the ones out here. And they had multiple deaths.
They have multiple what?
Deaths.
Oh, yeah.
Dead. D-A-D. And what they had to do was he had to turn around and issue apology to the parents because they were presenting opposition to the Gardasil shots.
Yeah.
And the opposition argument.
So where you get this information from?
It's on the web. It's in newspapers, TV, everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And it's not only that. There was another case in Mexico now. You can Google it if you want to. In Mexico where they had shots, they had children take the shots. And they had convulsions. So I mean, some of them got violently ill. Some of them was vomiting. Them had brain seizures. All sorts of things. Trust me.
But I can't do away here. Those convulsions and things only last about 15 minutes.
No, it's not true. There have been deaths from Gardasil, and there have been extreme physical reactions to the Gardasil shot. And then the next thing is this, right? The age group is from 9 to 14. Some of these children, they haven't reached puberty yet. Yeah. Right? That is supposed to mitigate against them getting cervical cancer,
yes,
which is something that they're going to get only if them get involved in sexual relations.
Yes. It's like a contraceptive.
What's that?
It's like a contraceptive.
No, well, I don't know what the effect, what its actual effect is. I mean, what it's supposed to do other than what them say it's supposed to do. You know? But what I'm telling you is that it is totally unnecessary for the age group part of the age group that these children are getting.
So what is the age group them should have
and
given
then the 9 to 13.
Okay.
And then now you hear...
Why is it that them not giving the youth them who can pass it on to the female? Why them not giving the youth them, you know?
No, because it was designed to be for girls only. No, the mayor of one of the government ministers and coming out and saying why we don't give it to the boys, because it's almost like them saying if we don't give it, we feel left out, or there's going to be some gender issue with them not getting it, but while the girls aren't getting it and all of that. Trust me, it's like a red herring. What I'm trying to do, right, is broaden the scope of the persons that are given the vaccines, so that the health organizations that sanction the gift of those vaccines are able to say, yeah, we did the job that we're supposed to do.
But the woman said, a lady talk for the government and say, the government is paying for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You hear what I'm now. Is these what I'm calling them again, NGOs, non-governmental organizations that basically organize these vaccines to be done.
Yes.
And there is a profit motive, not profit, but there's a monetary motive to the whole thing. You understand? So when they get more participants in these, I call them experiment, because that's what it is. When you have them involved in these experiments, more people, there's more money involved.
Yeah.
So that is their motivation for trying to get more people involved in the Gardasil shots.
Yeah. Well, brethren, I am not really versed. I am totally naive to all these things, but I'm just saying that my purpose here now is to say the government needs to give them some information. Totally. And the information must be balanced.
Yeah, but they're not going to do it, because the more information we have about it, the more we're going to stand up and say we're not going to take it.
Yes.
And remember, it's voluntary.
Yes.
But the way them treating it is almost like it's mandatory.
Yeah, well, after them don't talk, it's going to be mandatory. You hear the tape I play a while ago with the doctor?
Yes.
It is a fear in the parents why them want to make the children them take it.
Yeah, exactly.
And that is what them...
But the point, fear only comes with lack of knowledge, you know.
Yes.
But them don't want to give the people the knowledge and want to maintain that element of fear. So that them just say, all right, I could take it. I could get the children to take it.
Suppose this
when
and
it's
suppose that.
Not necessary for half of them, if not even a quarter of them.
Yes. All right. And then them start to bring up this polio vaccine thing to justify it.
No, you see, them draw for that because they want to harken back to the days when people used to get polio and the attendant dangers that are involved in the whole polio thing.
Yes,
so they're trying to make it draw on that now as a fear, part of the whole fear factor.
Yes, of course.
Exactly. So that the more people go sign on to it and say, yeah, man, I could do it.
Yeah, because no polio no there because of that vaccine. Therefore, now why we are fighting against it? Anyway, we have to move, brethren.
Exactly.
We have to move.
All right, my brother.
Give thanks.
Good.
Yes, we want to give thanks to all the ones there. Sanjay, you're doing a wonderful work. We want to heal up Young. We want to heal up Brian, the Instagram man, Real Mutabaruka. Where am say Real Mutabaruka? Like you say? At Real Mutabaruka. Right. All right. So Instagram thing. We want to heal up Fluffy Diva outside. A Fluffy Diva outside, right? Chevane Fluffy Diva. One yell up whosoever else brains not function for yell up. Yeah, me hungry. Hungry now. Cause if them one of them man there, trust me, one yell up me hungry in a Ochi or so. Yes. Really and truly, we are rain and fall outside with nothing. Today is Delroy Wilson's birthday and we are going to some Delroy Wilson. Here goes. This is that Steppin Razor. We must go there again Wednesday. This month is Heritage Month, Wally activities. Tuesday, University of the West Indies. Yeah, launch business are come on, so we're gone.